This little segment is about puzzles, I should say, of a different kind. I'm going to talk to you about puzzle books. Now, I don't mean puzzle books like the ones that are made by Mensa or like crossword puzzles, that kind of book. These are completely different types of puzzle books. The first one I'm going to show you is a booklet, or a magazine, if you will. It's called Puzzle Brains, and this company, if I can call it that, is from the UK, and every other month they put out a really nicely produced puzzle. Now, this is chapter 1, Around the World in 80 Puzzles. It's Europe. I believe there are 4 chapters, maybe 5, I'm not sure about the count, but I just want to show you. Inside you'll find a number of different puzzles, and there's a little bit of an introduction to them. There's some puzzles that you maybe won't be doing much on. You can just solve them for fun. This puzzle is part of a puzzle called the meta puzzle, and a meta puzzle is when the solutions for all the little puzzles come together and give you one big answer. So Puzzle Brains, and you can find it at puzzlebrains.com. I think it cost me around 30 euros a year, or maybe 30 pounds, I can't remember which way for sure, each year, just to subscribe to that particular puzzle. Yeah, here we go. There's a couple others that I'm looking for. And I see that my Miss Nancy bless her heart has put them somewhere, but at least I've got a part of it. Anyway, okay, so puzzlebrains.com. Puzzle Brains was put into production and started to be produced shortly after. Oh, no, this isn't Puzzle Brains. This is another set of puzzles that I do quite often. This one is coming from it's an online puzzle. I've managed to print it and put all of it together. This came from this is called Puzzle Island, I believe. There's about 45-50 puzzles in there. The first meta puzzle that I got involved in, I really enjoyed doing, was a puzzle called The Runes. And The Runes is on the internet as well. I think it's www.therunes.co.uk. And that puzzle I worked on with a group of people. We group solved, which is an amazing thing to work with people around the world solving puzzles via the internet. And I quite enjoyed the Runes puzzle. And you can still get copies of that today. I think it's about £20 for that particular puzzle. There was a forum up and running. I'm sure it's still there. Well worth it, dollar for dollar. I think I paid a couple of cents for each issue, or each puzzle. I think it was like 3 cents or something. I thought I worked it out to be. Anyway, the next puzzle I bought was a puzzle called Richelieu's Diary, and sadly the gluing is coming off on this. Richelieu's Diary is kind of a nice puzzle. It has a lot of words. Inside are some pictures, so you can see a pig pen cipher pretty vaguely in there. More words and photos. There's little bits of paper and things stuck inside. We got some more pictures you have to decipher. Richelieu's Diary was a fun puzzle. I never managed to finish solving it. It's one of those armchair puzzles, and it comes with its own elastic strap to keep it closed. Shortly after I bought the book, somebody solved it. The first type of puzzle like this is Masquerade by a man named Kit Williams, and this one was made. His Kit Williams puzzle was made sometime in the 1970s, late 1970s, early 1980s. I'm not sure. 1988. Okay, 1988 it says. And I'm looking at awful place. It was the first armchair book puzzle of its kind, and you know it was really well received. A lot of people bought it, made a lot of money off of it. Somebody eventually solved it. And I have a number of puzzles like that. The next one I have is called The World's Greatest Treasure Hunt, Cracking the Code. This is a book on how to solve codes and ciphers and things. So it just gives you different examples of codes and ciphers that can be found in the book, The World's Greatest Treasure Hunt. And I think that's the email address for this, the website address for this as well, www.worldsgreatesttreasurehunt.com. So that was a fun one. I don't think that one's been solved. After we finished the runes puzzle, I was in a bookstore one day and I picked up this book called The Rose Labyrinth. And, you know, if you've got a labyrinth, well, that's got to be a puzzle, so you can't go wrong there. And sure enough, it is a puzzle. And now this one I think is really nice. It's a book, and the book really, you know, doesn't have much to do with anything. But inside are these series of cards. And on one side, you've got some clues. And on the other side, you've got some bits of a map and some photographs and things. And the object is to put all of these bits together. I haven't done that. I have too many puzzles and too little time, which is my lament for the last couple of years. But you know what? I hang on to them because one day I will retire, and when I do, I'll be a puzzle-solving fool. So I've mentioned before that I will do any kind of puzzle as long as it challenges my brain in some way. There's just so many different types out there, and for people that say, you know, why do you do it? Well, I do it to keep mentally fit. I do it because it's entertaining. I do it because it's, you know, they are time consuming, but you know, they're fun. They're enjoyable. And I mean, how many hobbies do you have that you can stay a kid? And with puzzles, you know, you're playing with toys, really, and you can be a kid. Books, they're great puzzles. They're you know, a different kind, a more sedentary kind. Well, puzzles are sedentary at any rate, but books are a different kind of sedentary puzzle. So a number of different puzzle books.